Hey guys, how are you? It's Tara Styles. Hope you're all having an awesome day. I just wanted to share with you all a couple of thoughts on doing yoga anywhere. So, one thing that's interesting when you don't have a lot of time, I know a lot of the focus or a lot of the talk with yoga is on the physical, like, getting in a few poses when you come home from work, getting in a few moves here and there in the morning, at night. One thing you can do with yoga and the basis of yoga is attention on the breath. So, you can do this anytime, anywhere, whether you're actually at work, whether you're on an airplane and you're feeling restless, whether you're having a hard time falling asleep, just putting the attention on your breathing instead of following your thinking really kind of brings it all back together and leaves you with a feeling of calm and at the same time a feeling of refreshing, energized, but in a very grounded way. So that's something that's kind of neat about yoga that you can take with you anytime, anywhere. I know my life has been kind of exciting lately and crazy. I've just got a lot of stuff going on with the yoga studio. We're opening a studio in Los Angeles. I'm back and forth to LA and New York quite a bit, which is fun and exciting at the same time. It's a lot on the body just being in the airplane back and forth, literally across the country several times. But that's what it is, and you do with what you have what you can do. So that's what I've been practicing lately, and I thought I would just share it with you all because the people I've been talking to online, a lot of you guys are finding a challenge of your yoga practice or finding ways to incorporate fitness or health or meditation and thinking you have to have a big chunk of time. So you can start with where you're at. So you can start, bringing a sense of the breath into any time of day. So it doesn't really matter what you're doing or how much time you have. And then from there, you'll start to feel, whoa, it got dark. Start to feel more space inside your body because that's essentially what yoga does for us. It creates more space inside of your body and gives you more room to deal with everything. So you have more room to be before you start to react to something. You have more room to be inside your body physically because you are creating more space by releasing tension in the muscles and tension in the brain, things like that. So that's why yoga works every time it feels good, and that's why you get the happy, good yoga feeling. So, anyway, tomorrow I'm going on the radio for a big chunk of time. I've never done one of these. Sit in a conference room for 5 hours and talk to all the different radio stations. They call you up. So, I will be using these breathing techniques. Hopefully, at least before they call. Hopefully, I'll be in there a couple minutes before I can just settle down and just breathe for a few minutes. Nothing too serious. Again, another thing with yoga I find that is sort of frustrating for me. I see people getting turned off by yoga a lot of times because they think it's so serious and they think maybe they're not at the right place they should be, or they're not flexible enough, or they're not into that space, whatever they think the space should be, and there's a ton of misconception. So I think yoga sometimes can be like a precious moment. I keep doing this thing because I remember being a little kid and always being at some adult's house in the Midwest, and there was like this always glass cabinet of precious moments, and I was just like, I thought it was the weirdest thing. They have these like little figurines behind the glass, and all the kids weren't allowed to touch it because it's a precious moment, and if you touch it you have to have an adult supervision and you can't drop it. And I feel like that's what yoga has become to a lot of people, and a lot of misconceptions with it. And when I talk to Deepak, a lot of the reasons why I think we get along so well is yoga is simple. It's a very simple thing. You do it. It's an experiential science. You do it, you practice it, you gain the benefits, and it's very simple. In India, yoga is simple. In America, we love to complicate things. So that's just what it is. So I think my interest with yoga is, again, bringing it back to the breath, bringing it back to you, giving it back to ourselves, because it's such a great practice that could benefit all areas of our lives. So, anyway, sweet dreams. I'm going to sleep now, and I will see you guys later. Let me find the end for this. Okay. Okay, see you. Bye.